Good morning students. I am your social teacher Nageshwari madam. Today I am going to teach you 7th class first lesson reading maps of different kinds. Of course you learned in your 6th class how to make the maps. Now we are going to learn how to read the different kinds of maps. So in the following slides I'll explain clearly about how to read the different kinds of maps. So let's see. So first one, cartography and cartographer. Here printing mistake, you take out cartographer. First one, cartographer. So a person who makes the map we call cartographer. Suppose one teacher explains about the nature, plants, trees and everything, we can call the teacher science teacher. So in the same way, a person who knows completely about the maps, so we call that person cartographer because he studied one complete subject. So what is the subject? To make the maps clearly by using the latitudes, longitudes, directions and even the correct distance between one place to another place. So cartography, a cartography is a science how to make the maps. So we have different types of maps. These all maps composed in one book, we called it atlas. So atlas means a book of map is called atlas. So here I have given one example, Oxford Atlas. We have number of publishers, but I had given you an example atlas. So next following slides I am going to explain these main points. First one, map. What is a map? Next, second, types of maps, components of maps like scale, directions and symbol. Next, map and colors, maps and symbols, mean sea level and map showing heights and contour lines. So come on, let us go to see one by one. First one, what is a map? Map is a representation of a geographical area, usually a portion of the Earth's surface. It may be shown in many different ways, from a traditional map printed on paper to a digital map built the pixel and by pixel on the screen of a computer. So, a simple quotation for you. What is a map? A map is a representation of the Earth's surface. Map can show always anything. So map can explain anything from the electric supply grid of your community to the terrain of the Himalayas to the depth of the ocean floor. So maps will explain the Himalayas and the depth of ocean also we can find out by using the map. A map can be practical, directing travelers from one point to the another through the confusing terrain. So suppose if you don't know some other places, if you don't know unknown places, so even unknown places also we can reach by using the map, or explaining the world by attacking the specific types of information to a geography. But maps can also entertain and invite the exploration. So simple, what is a map? Say simple quotation, map is a representation of the Earth's surface. So let's see. The world in which we live is full of varieties. Our earth is not equal. It has varieties. Varieties of mountains, hills, sea coasts, deserts, forests, snow-covered regions. So we can find out the variation on the earth's surface. These all the variations we can learn by using the map only. For example, observe here some questions. Why is there so much variation? How does this affect the lives of people who lives in those parts? To study and understand this all the questions, we need to take the help of maps of different kinds. So if you want to know the answers about the questions, we must learn the map. So let's see various types of maps. We have number of maps, but mainly two types. So already you learned in your 6th class. Again you remember, we have mainly two types of maps. One is physical map and one more is political map. Let's see the physical map. Physical maps often include the much of the same data found on a political map, but their primary purpose is to show the landforms like deserts, mountains, mountains and plains. So physical map will explain about the deserts, mountains, plains, seas, valleys, forest area, even mines also we can explain by using the physical map. Their topography, style presents and overall the better pictures of the local terrain. So local terrain is a landform, either mountain or hill or plain or plateau, we called it terrain means a nature of landform. So this nature of the landform or physical features we can explain by using the physical map. Next one more map, political map. Political maps are designed to show the governmental boundaries of the country. I mean boundaries between one country to the another country, states and countries, capital, major cities, major districts, major villages. This all we can show on the political map. Boundaries, states, capitals, countries, continents, oceans. This all everything we can explain on the political. Generally we are using mostly political map in your classroom, and they usually include the significant bodies of water also. So observe here I had given two maps, one is political map and one is physical map. First map will explain the physical features, second map will explains the political conditions. So not only political and physical map, one more map here, map showing heights. Physical map is nothing but map showing height, but it shows the colors also. So map showing heights shows the landforms on the earth like plateaus, plains, mountains. So map showing heights shows the object by using the colors. For example, mountains show with brown color, plateaus yellow in color, plains green in color. So mountains brown, plateaus yellow, plains green in color, oceans blue in color. So this map showing height shows the colors. So let's see the uses of map showing heights. Map showing heights helps us to understand the nature of the terrain, where the mountains are, where the valleys are, etc. Map showing heights are very essential to construct the roads or dams. Using these maps, we can guess the weather conditions of a place. When the dams are to be constructed, map showing heights are required. So next topic, mean sea level. So what is meant by mean sea level? All the heights on the earth measured from the sea level. For example, if we want to know the height of Kurnool district, we must measure from the Bay of Bengal. So all the heights on the earth's surface measured from the sea level. There are high tides and low tides on the level of the sea. So movements of ocean, tides, currents and warm currents, low currents, high tides and waves also. So because of high tides and low tides, we cannot measure the heights on the earth's surface. So when we can measure the heights on the earth's surface, let's see next one. So and they never stand still. So ocean water is never stand still. It cannot stand in one place. It's always moving front and back. As a result of this movement or phenomena, the level of the sea keeps on either rising or falling. So sometimes the ocean water is rising, sometimes the ocean water is falling. So the level of the sea carefully measured at frequent intervals and the mean level of the sea calculated. So over a period of time, scientists observe the high and low levels of the sea and they calculate average level, which is known as mean sea level. So scientists observe the tides. So if the tides is not there in the ocean, then they can start to calculate the heights on the surface. We called it mean sea level. So all the heights are measured from the mean sea level. So abbreviation also very important. Mean MSL. MSL means mean sea level. All the heights on the earth measured from the mean sea level. So measure the heights on the land. Since all the seas in the world are connected to each other and the water is a fluid, the sea level is the same at all the places. So from this sea level, all the heights on the land are calculated. So all the heights on the land are calculated from the sea level. So observe here. So this is the picture in your textbook. All the heights on the land are calculated from the sea level. Since all the seas in the world are connected to each other, the sea level all over the world is taken to be roughly the same. So all the levels of the sea is roughly the same because they are connecting with each other. Oceans are connecting with each other. Look at this picture is a Nimpur village given below to understand this idea. Here we have some questions also. First observe the picture. So this is the Nimpur village. It is measured from the sea level. So measured from the sea level. Are you observing the blue color? Blue color shows the sea. So these all the heights measured from the sea level. How many meters on the sea level? First is started from the 0 meters. So the height of this Nimpur village 150 meters. So for example, the Nimpur village is on 50 meter, the temple is on 100 meter, the total height of the mountain is 150 meter. So the mean sea level is measured from the sea level from 0. How many meters on the mean sea level? 0. What is the height of this hill or a mountain? 150 meters. On how many meters is the temple? 100 meters. On how many meters is the Nimpur village? 50 meters. Let's see the questions and come on, answer these questions. How many meters above the sea level is the temple? 100 meters. Very good. How many meters above the sea level is the top of the hill? 150 meters. Next, components of maps. Without these three components, we cannot prepare any map. So, directions, scale and symbols. Let's see directions. 4 cardinal directions are: top of the map always indicates the north, bottom of the map south, right side of the map east, left side of the map west. Again you remember. So top of the map north, bottom of the map south, right side of the map east, left side of the map west. Next, scale. Scale is the ratio between actual distance on the ground and the actual distance shown on the map. So symbol, a sign. Sign means symbol, a small symbol or a shape or object which is used to represent something else on the map. For example, if the object is more, we can show the big object into small object by using the symbols on the map. So without these three components, we cannot prepare any map. Next, what are the uses of maps? Why we are using these maps? What are the uses of maps for the people? Let's see first one. The map is a representation or a drawing of the total, a part of the earth's surface drawn on flat surface according to a scale. Maps helps us to study a part of the earth. Maps provide more information than a globe. Maps are easy to carry and take the measurement too. Some maps tells us about how high or low the places are. Some tells us about how much it rains there are, how hot or cold it gets there. Some maps tells us about the crops that grow there or the kinds of forests there are. By studying them, we can know much about a place. So by using these maps, we know the places, high or low places, or it is cool or hot, either it is forest or the mine, either it is mountain or the plain or forest. We can find out very easily by using the map, and it is very easy to carry from one place to another place when the globe. Next one, contour lines. So a contour line is a line joining the places with equal height. Before constructing any dam or any project, engineers draw these contour lines. Contour lines also called iso lines. Contour lines also called iso lines. A contour is a line joining the places with equal height. On the map of Nimpur, you would have seen that there is a line passing through the village. This is the 50 meters contour line. All the places on this line will have the same heights of 50 meters. Contour lines will be in irregular shape depending upon the landform. So contour lines will depending upon the landform. Then these cannot cut with each other. Contour lines cannot cut with each other. It always depending upon the landforms of the earth surface. The distance between two contour lines will depend upon the landscape. If the land has a steep climb, if the land is steep climb means if it is down, then the contour lines will be near to each other. If the slope of the land is gentle, if it is flat, then the contour lines will be quite far from each other. So contour line means a lines joining the places with equal heights. Next one, map symbols. A big object shown into small object by using the symbols on the map we call map symbols or conventional symbols. Come on, observe each and every symbol. So interstate highway, state highway, interchange, buildings, parking lot, pull over the parking area, large bridge, railroad, north. So north is a cardinal point. Mostly we can observe in the top of the map. This is the symbol for using to show the cardinal point. Next, camping area, US highway, country road, town or park, specific building, quarry, the road cut or borrow the pit, collecting site, small bridges, hiking trail, mine and scale. So let's see the difference between high altitudes and low altitudes. Altitudes means highest places. High altitude, top of the mountains or top of the hills. Low altitude, plains. Flat areas are called the plains. Let's see the difference between high altitudes and low altitudes. High altitudes, they live in mountainous region. They are economically backward. They wear the woolen clothes because the climate is very cool on the top of the hill. So they must wear the woolen clothes. Next, they feel insecure life because they are living in the forest area or the top of the hill. So they feel insecure life. The transport system also not available because the top of the hill it is slope, so mostly transport system also not available on the top of the hill or mountain. People has no proper communication because the population very less living. The people also population is also very less on the top of the hill, so they have no proper communication with another people. The people followed the old traditions and also customs. Next, low altitudes. They live in a plains. They are economically well developed because plains means agriculture lands are available in the plains. So people are cultivating the land in the plains. So people are economically well developed. They wear the cotton and silk clothes because they are living in the plains. So they wear the cotton and silk clothes. They enjoyed the secured life. They have transport system. People have proper communication. People follow the new technology when compared to the high altitude. So next, see, this is the map pointing for you. This is the political map of India. Come on, find out each and every state here. So let's go from south to north. Tamil Nadu. So come on, observe each and every state, then find out in your map point. India map. Come on, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh. Recently, Jammu Kashmir divided into two union territories, that is Jammu and Ladakh. So next go to east side. Sikkim, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya. Okay, note down in your notes the states and its capitals. First one, Andhra Pradesh, capital Hyderabad. Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar. Assam, not Assam, now it is called Assam, ASSOM. Assam, Dispur. Bihar, Patna. Chhattisgarh, Raipur. Goa, Panaji. Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Haryana, Chandigarh. Himachal Pradesh, Simla. Jammu Kashmir, now it is divided into two union territories, that is Jammu and Ladakh. So Jammu capital Srinagar, Ladakh capital Leh. So note down students. Next, Jharkhand, Ranchi. Karnataka, Bangalore. Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. Maharashtra, Mumbai. Manipur, Impal. Meghalaya, Shillong. Mizoram, Aizawl. Nagaland, Kohima. Odisha, not Orissa, now it is Odisha. Odisha, Bhubaneswar. Punjab, Chandigarh. Rajasthan, Jaipur. Sikkim, Gangtok. Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Telangana, Hyderabad. Tripura, Agartala. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. Uttarakhand, Dehradun. West Bengal, Kolkata. So students, note down and point out the states in your India map. Next, districts and headquarters also. Come on, first observe the map. So first, let's see the boundaries. North Telangana, South Tamil Nadu, East Bay of Bengal, West Karnataka. Let's see the district. Chittoor, PS Nellore, Potti Sriramulu Nellore district. YSR Kadapa, Anantapur, Kurnool, Prakasham, Guntur, Krishna, West Godavari, East Godavari, Vishakhapatnam, Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam. Let's see the headquarters also. Anantapur headquarter, Anantapur, it is a city. Chittoor headquarter, Chittoor. East Godavari, Kakinada. East Godavari, Kakinada. Guntur, Guntur headquarter, Guntur. YSR Kadapa, Kadapa. Krishna headquarter, Machilipatnam. Kurnool, Kurnool. Sri Potti Sriramulu Nellore district headquarter, Nellore. Prakasham district headquarter, Ongole. Srikakulam, Srikakulam. Vishakhapatnam, Vishakhapatnam. Vijayanagaram, Vijayanagaram. West Godavari headquarter, Yeluru. So students, point out on your Andhra Pradesh district map also. So thank you very much.